Let's see if this is working. There we go. Jesus. How is everyone doing? Hopefully the live is working now that we got the what's up, Junior Love Scars? What's up, everyone? What's up, Corey? No, I just wanted to make a separate live so that when you have recordings, like if people want to go back and only want to watch the classroom, they can just watch the classroom. That's the only reason why I restarted it, is so the company updates is a separate recording, and the classroom is a separate recording. I didn't want them back to back. So if people wanted to just be the I feel like my server pings people a lot. I need to cut that down. Alright, now for the fun part. So, I'll answer questions if you guys want, absolutely, but I would like to hopefully focus on the classroom for people that want to be here and learn, so. The options, everything options flow related will be part of the standard plan, yes. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, it should convert everything with the software that we're using for payments. You should be able to pay in any type of money you want. I think we use Stripe, so that shouldn't be an issue. You should be able to pay in dollar bucks. So I have this alpha watch list here. So this is a up-to-date alpha watch list. I'm going to export this. If you guys are... Yes, all of the... with the... That's something I didn't talk about. With the standard plan, everything will be push notifications. All the flow alerts, everything will be push notifications. I am drinking Woodford Reserve. We don't accept Bitcoin at this time. It is something that I would like to look into. Yes. So, I'm going to ping everyone in the server. If you want my alpha list, I'm going to put it in the education room. And I'll drop that right now. I'm just going to ping. If you're not part of the education room, I highly suggest it. Alright, I'm going to send that right now. There we go. Alright, and it's out there. To import the alpha list into your trading view. So you can have different watch lists. So I actually have my normal watch list and my alpha list. All you have to do is import that text file that I just sent there, and it will load up just like this. And if you want to do that and follow along, we're going to go through the alpha list tonight. So a lot of my newsletter plays and things that I write about, I typically get sometimes, not always, but I get a lot of them from the alpha list. So one of the cool things about the alpha list is yeah, I'm feeling a little better. Mainly drinking water, but gotta have a little sauce. I usually don't. I think this list is like 40, 35, 40. I usually don't I mean, my watch list that I have whittled down is weekly. You know, that's usually what we have in the newsletter and what I put in the custom alerts. So, like, Trimble is one. Like, this is an automated. This is something I have in the custom alerts. So, right, Genie? No sauce. So, like, this will alert us when this downtrend gets broken. We'll get an alert with this chart, so we'll know kind of what to do. And basically, you know, it's probably gonna fill this out a little bit more, but this is getting added to the S&P 500, and so this is gonna be one that I want to watch. Tesla, I believe I have alerts for already as well. So I do have some targets here. So I think if they crush earnings, they can get to about 1,000. And if they miss earnings, I think it's going to go retest down here about 730. So it could be anywhere at the end of the week from 700 to 1,000. A 300 difference. Isn't that crazy? My other list? My normal list? I mean, this is like a... this is like a 300 stock list. You don't need this list. It's actually, I actually have it in there. If you search in the education room, I actually have my other watch list in there. You just search watch list in the education, you should be able to find it. So yeah, happy birthday, Ahmad. Genie in one of my coders just had his birthday yesterday. So, oh, I forgot to tell people I'm going to be giving away some annual standard plans. So I want to give away a couple of years, a couple standard plans for the whole year. So in the server, I'm going to put I added a giveaway bot, and I'm going to be making a randomized giveaway all week. And at the end of the week, if you had reacted to the emoji, you'll be getting the opportunity to win some free software. So that's exciting as well. So if you guys are hesitant to do it, we also are going to be doing free trials. So if you wanted to try it out, there's no obligation. If you don't like it, then don't use it. You know, that's my philosophy. So let's calm down with the swearing. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways. I plan on doing a lot of. So as we bring in more money for the company, I'm gonna be doing lots and lots of giveaways. So I know people like that. You know, I've been doing my crypto giveaways for a while. I'm not gonna do one tonight because we're gonna be doing the standard plan giveaways. So I'm basically gonna give away about $2,000 to $3,000 worth of software. So that should be pretty exciting. So let's if you guys have questions on that, I'll ask that. But I'd like to get into some training. Why don't we start with the alpha list? We'll start from top to bottom, and we'll just go through some charts. So the thing with the alpha list is I have a lot of it automated already. So let's see here. We can update some of this stuff. So this one I have updated, so when it gets over this hump here, but this is looking a little bearish, but we do have a zone in here. We're just looking, what I typically do with my Elliott waves now, and I'm having good success, is I'll do my trend and support lines, and then I'll fill in the Elliott waves after. So try to find your trend lines and your support lines, and that'll give you a picture of some other things that are happening. So you can see this actually is going to make a decision on this downtrend here soon. So downtrends I usually have green for go, uptrends I usually have red. So that basically means if it's broken, that's bad, and if this is broken, that's good. I've been doing that for a very long time. Yeah, I'm very excited about Super Fortuna, and I'm going to keep that free for quite a while, actually. So the giveaway will be happening all week. I'm going to be having, I added a bot where basically it's going to pick a winner at random. So instead of me doing these trivias and then I just pick the first person to respond, I'm going to make it much more practical, and I'm just going to have a bot. You click the emoji to join the giveaway, the bot picks someone, and then it spits that out, and then I give it away. It's pretty simple. So I join Dougie's stream all the time. You just don't know it. So Amorous is looking pretty good. It does have kind of a rising wedge here. Dougie's a good friend of mine. I like Dougie. So you can see he actually had an impulse wave here, so that's kind of cool. So typically, if you don't know much about impulse waves, it's when you have a clean breakaway of a channel and very rapid movement. So typically at an impulse wave, you'll have very rapid movement up, followed by a very rapid profit taking. And then you'll have, as this catches support, because the impulse move isn't done, you'll have another very rapid buying, and then you'll have kind of a flat period where people are kind of deciding what to do, and then you'll have one final wave, and that usually comes in threes like that. And if you zoom in here, you can actually see it alternates also in the corrections. So this is actually a very nice one right here where you have a simple 1, 2, 3 correction, and always impulse waves up are always numbered, and impulse waves down are always lettered, so that you can keep them separate. And then you can see here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. So this is a zigzag correction. Well, this is a flat 5-wave correction followed by a final impulse move. And typically these are somewhere between a 50 and 100% extensions. So roughly about 61 to 78%. So if you did this, you could see this is a perfect 61/8 extension. So this is a perfect 2-wave impulse move with a third move that underwhelmed, it looks like. Oops, I did that wrong. When you're measuring this, you always want to go at the bottom of the impulse to the top of the impulse, and you can see this was only a 23% extension. So this is actually on the lower side of probabilities. Typically when you have a perfect 61/8, that means the final wave will mirror the first wave. So that could mean that there was news or something that happened that exited. So you could then put your price target. You know, you would have thought this would have went up in this range, but it did not, and it rejected it pretty hard. And as you could see here, you had a rising wedge here, but that broke, and we entered into a bearish correction. So you can see here we have a 5-wave correction followed, or let's say 1, 2, 3. You have a zigzag correction, and now we have a flat correction. This looks like to be a 5-wave flat correction. Actually, this looks like it could be like this. So this could be the breakout that we were looking for right here. Yeah, that looks a little better. What's up, little pumps, club pumps? Yeah, ABCDs are typically triangles, and this is a triangle, so I don't always label it correctly. I don't really care about the semantics of labeling things correctly. I care about capturing the price movement correctly. That's what I care about. So I got apps here. I've been notifying this one for a while because this has been going nuts lately. Like, it's been on an absolute tear. So I have the next move. Like, if you're not aware of this stock, I mean, it went from what, $3.93 and now it's almost $70. I just alerted this recently. You can see this came out in custom alerts, I think, on Friday. Went from 63 to 67. It's probably, this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is wave 5 right here. So we're probably going to have to wait for another correction before we play this, but how are futures doing right now? Let me just check on that real quick. Oh, futures are looking good. Oh, excuse me. Let's get some trend lines going here. So you can see we've been in this channel for a while, and the nice thing you can see, if you ever want to know if you're in a channel, just clone a line that hits a lot of points. So then you can clone that line and see if it lines up, and you can see this is a pretty solid channel here. And you're going to have false breakouts and things like that, but it looks like it always comes back in this channel. And this has been going on since November. You've been in this channel on futures. So you can see it's just been zigzagging up and down this channel, and I mean, this thing looks like it's about to this could be the week we blow the top off. I'm not sure, but if we get a gamma squeeze, I mean, I think call flow is overall bullish, and with tech earnings this week, I've been predicting a top blow off and a correction, but it quite hasn't happened yet. So yeah, there's a lot of really good setups for this week, so I'm really excited for that. I do see kind of a rising wedge happening right here on futures on the 1 hour though. So either one thing's gonna happen. It's either gonna create a channel here, or it's gonna retest here, and we're gonna get some action here. But so you basically have a demand zone right down here, and looks like we could have some potential resistance up here, which would be what we're looking here. So this could happen here. So let's look at tech futures. Ooh. Tech didn't go as good as I had planned, but it is kind of following the path. It's just doing it a little more lazy. you guys are wondering how to use these, first of all, this is the fib speed resistance fan. This is a very useful tool if you've never used it. I have custom settings on it, so let me show you those settings here. So when you open this up, you'll see that it has the 236 and it should have some other ones here. I only care about the 382, the 618, and the 0.5, and then the zeros and ones. And so I do turn off the grid as well. There is a grid on here. I don't typically use those because I do other ways of using that, but you could use that if you wanted to see your fib zones. You could do that as well. So there's nothing wrong with using that, but I turn these yellow and I turn this red because typically when you have a break over the 50, that's bearish, and the yellows are usually your important lines. So I can show you how to draw that here. So typically you're going to want to find the beginning of an impulse and find the most recent high if you can. So that would be, beginning would be right here, and then you're going to want to go up right here to your high right here. And you can see here it bounced off the 618 down here and then got back up above the 382, and it looks like it's been struggling with this 382 right here, but this will help you learn trading paths and try to find support and resistance if you're struggling to find it. I think I looked at XPEV recently. Yeah, so I've been noticing this rising wedge on XPEV and a 5-wave movement right here potentially, and so I'm worried that this could come down if it doesn't break out here. Now it could easily start another movement here. It does look like it is possibly creating a cup, so that is very possible that this is creating a cup, and it could just be a short breakdown and then continuation of the cup. There's nothing that says that that couldn't happen, but it's either going to bounce up to here about 62 tomorrow, or it's probably going to retest 52. So probably not the yeah, I have a webcam. I just haven't been feeling great lately, so I was gonna use it tonight, but I didn't. But yeah, I have. If you go to my website, thefinancial.cloud, and go to about, if you could see this, that's me right there. So you could see everyone that's part of the financial cloud here. We have our full team up here, so you know, we have our founders up here, and then all of our coders are on here. So that's me right there. So what are some tickers you guys want? This isn't going to be a super long classroom, but I think another 20 minutes or so we'll do some charting here. Give me some tickers you're looking at, and I'll chart them out for you. Silver looks pretty bullish. Let's look at silver spot price. I think we'll look at this one. So I had silver charted out here actually already. So alright, that's enough tickers. Tilray looks really good. Wish looked really good. So silver's been consolidating in this range for a while, but it also has this uptrend range. So if you were on my Twitter, you saw that I was talking about metals, and you can see silver's got an inverse head and shoulders right here, and it's testing this range right here. So it has a trading range in here and a trading range in here, and it's got an up channel right here, and so now it's going to squeeze to the tip here, and it's either going to collapse back down or it's going to explode up, and I'm betting on it exploding up. So wish looks crazy. So you know it went crazy recently. So I think it's going to go crazy again. I think it's going to bounce right here. It looks like it's already started to bounce. And I think it's going to retest all-time highs. And the funny thing is, if you know, typically a wave 5 will, not always, but it likes to mirror the wave 1 in length. So if you were to take a trend line and drop from the bottom of here to the top of here, and then move that trend line, it just so happens that's the exact same length as the bottom here to the top here. So I found that interesting, and so that's why I think it's going to happen. So that is my wish there. Let's go into SunPower. Okay. Oh yeah, SunPower looked. It's got like this heavily tilted cup right here. Yeah, metals this week look really good. But yeah, it had this cup right here. It's tilted, but you could see here it broke out and retested it, and then went nuts again. So where this is going, the only real way to tell, you know, is probably to do some extensions here, but could probably do maybe a circle here. That looks right. So you see it's trading in this circle right here. Broke out, went up, went down. And so I could see this going up to here. Oh, we're looking for our paths there. So I got you this hits 49, and then after that, I'm not sure. So this will probably hit 49.50, and then from there, I'm not sure where it'll go. But it's kind of sitting in no man's land, but it looks incredibly bullish. I still got AMD going to 116, so you know it's kind of been squeezing through here, but you know, you can see the full cycle right here. You know, your first impulse, your second, and then you know you got your consolidation here, but you know, you basically have a 1, 2, and a long ass 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, on your wave 5 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this would be that. So the longer the consolidation, usually the heavier the breakout. So I fully anticipate this going to about 115. Twitter. I haven't done Twitter in a long time. I don't even know if I have stuff on here still. What is going? Whoa! What is going on? Twitter got hammered by the Trump stuff. Looks like it found support though. Let's see here. It looks like that's the channel right there. What we're looking at is, yeah, you got a gap right here. That could be interesting. I mean, I think the Twitter news is a little overblown. I think it'll recover. Seems like people are generally bullish on Twitter. You do have a kind of an island it made up here. I mean, it's not necessarily a gap, but it is not a good sign either. So I'd be interesting to see what it does in this this rhombus right here, this parallelogram. And it looks like you have, a little bit of a evening star here. So this could reverse here. I mean, you got a rounding action with these candles, so you're gonna hope this explodes over here. Otherwise, this is gonna retest down here because I don't love this setup. As more I'm looking at it, you got a rounding action followed by an impulse move down, and you got some weak recovery right here. This could come back and retest here. So that would be, I mean, just look to see if it plays above 48.15, and if it rejects, I mean, you're gonna have it come down again. So lemonade. I did Tesla earlier. Oh, I had lemonade. Wow, I don't remember doing this. It's been a while. Doesn't look great. Just need to bring down the expectations, apparently. Let's just start over. Alright, it is following this uptrend here. It does have some weak candles. Looks like people are getting a little less exciting about. I mean, this looks kind of like Twitter with the rounded action and the weak candles up. I do have pretty good resistance right here. Let's see something here. Is also, I mean, it did break out above right here with a full body, so this candle being above this downtrend right here with a body outside of it is a good sign. So that is something to consider. What I'd be looking at is just to see how it breaks here. So if it breaks above 156, then you're probably looking for a retest of 188. Otherwise, it's going to probably come back down in this range. So might start filling and getting some support in this range. I don't love that it's a rising wedge really either. I mean, it's not a super bad one. It just doesn't look amazing. How's volume on it? Volume's falling into the tip, followed by our most recent sell-off. Yeah, I would say this probably is starting a zigzag down, in my opinion. This could look something like this. Whoa, Tan. Let's cool it with the Mandarin. Let's look at AMC. Let's look at whoa, what did I do here? Let's not do that. Ooh, this looks good. So this is a breakaway gap. So this is the start of our impulse right here. So a breakaway gap is on a downtrend. You can clearly see it's a breakaway from the downtrend, and that's how you know it's a breakaway gap. So this would feel comfortable. I mean, this is probably leg 1 of 3 here. I mean, this could easily see $5. I think this is going to 5 this week. With the sentiment out there, like there's going to be people gobbling this up. With the right move, this could easily go $8 this week. But I bet you it definitely retests $5 for sure, 100%. Let's see if I got my levels right here. we got that right. Let's wait to see how this movement plays out a little bit more before I start going ahead. What I really want to do is project the levels up. So this would be like there, down to here. And this is just the 40% probability. This could easily go to 5 on this leg. So this could easily go here. And with the sentiment that we have, that might be what happens. I mean, at that point we're at 6. This would be a very bullish projection. That definitely could happen. But this is only like a 15% probability, keep in mind. But this is an aggressive Elliott Wave breakout. So we're gonna definitely need lots of volume and lots of volume and lots of rapid movement for this to happen. So one thing I am loving SPACE though. So SPACE I have charted out here. I think SPACE easily retests 36 this week. So, and could easily, I mean, you got your cup and your handle you got a cup and handle and a cup and handle, and this thing just keeps making cups and handles. So, with the short interest on this, if we get some bullish action above 34.50, this could squeeze to 42 and possibly could start testing all-time highs. This thing has been incredibly bullish lately, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop. So, alright, let me go back and look at some. Ooh, let's do Ford. Ford is another one that's just been going crazy lately. I think Ford's going, I think Ford's easily going to go probably to that $13 to $14 range this week. I really like Ford this week. Clean this up so you guys can see what you're looking at. But you can see Ford had a falling wedge and it's just consolidating here. But I easily see this breaking out because it had a breakaway gap, and it just got a $14 price upgrade. So, aha, I see. Definitely needs to push over 12.15. Then I can push towards this right here. Let's go out in the 4 hour. Hold on. See, the big thing about Ford, the reason it broke away right here, is it had a 5-year downtrend that it broke, which is crazy. People are finally bullish on it again. So you can see this downtrend when you're looking back, and you can see it just had a massive breakaway, and that's this impulse move that we're seeing right now. People coming in and buying. You can see this volume right here is to be believed. People truly believe Ford is on the rise again. Well, won't really know probably till next week when they report earnings. But if they can surprise us on the estimates, then that'll be exciting. RIOT has been, I thought I had RIOT charted out here, but it broke my I mean, it hit it a little faster. I had it charted out back here. I think it was like right here, and it did hit my lower end here. It hit it a little faster, but this looks to have been the wave right here. So now we're in a corrective wave. Probably correct down to here, and then then we could start our next impulse move out. You really need Bitcoin to stay. Ooh, Bitcoin's going crazy right now. All right, so broke over the 382 right now. Looks like Bitcoin is just forming forming a massive flag right here, or massive pennant right here. So it has major support at 30,000 in this range right here, because every time it gets down here it goes bonkers. Flip-flop these colors. It'll be interesting to see if it can break out of this resistance. So this was old support and now it's resistance, so that's usually a very bad sign. But if it can reverse over here, if we can get over 34,000, then Bitcoin can return. So, and if that's the case, then RIOT should go up as well. Is it Celsius? Yes. Okay. Clean spark. Ooh. What happened here? Does look like it found support right here. So this should retest at least the 50% retracement, I imagine. So that could bounce up to about 33. So it should see about right here be the retest right here. Is BlackBerry going to be the next GME? This certainly can. This thing looks nuts. I mean, it doesn't even look like it's made its flat correction wave. I mean, you got, what, what is this? 1, 2, 3. So, okay, so this could be right here. And then it flat corrects down to here. And then you get that giant squeeze. That could be it. Yeah, BB is, I could see this going. I think we had talked about internally this going to 57. Possibility of it going to 57. So we don't have the new plans up, but I mean it's on the website, the code. So all right. I think I just did D-King recently. Yeah, so D-King, it appears to be in a pennant right here. So if this can, it just play it whatever way it breaks out here. So if it breaks out, then it's going back down. If it breaks up here, then it's going up, and so on and so forth. So I apologize, everyone. I really have to pee, and so I'm going to end this a little bit early, and I do need to get some sleep tonight because I haven't been feeling the greatest. But we'll do another live classroom later this week. We'll do it Wednesday, and we'll make that a little bit longer, and hang out in the Discord and ask any questions you have, and we'll go from there. Sorry this one was a little shorter, but I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Deanna, just talk to me in the Discord, and I'll help you out.